Hello, and a warm welcome to Dodger's Trips. I'm Dodger, and I'm here today in Judy Woods on a bit of a wintry day. And I'm going to make my way down to the stream, see if I can do it without falling and breaking the camera, and then we've got something to tell you. I've come down here this morning because I thought, well, you'll be fed up of seeing me in my dining room, so something a little bit more picturesque, but I didn't take account for the amount of rainfall we'd had and how heavy the stream would be flowing, so I hope you can hear me all right. But on New Year's Day I made that little video, and I did say that there'd been an announcement about an upcoming big trip that I'm going to be taking. The biggest adventure that I've probably had. We don't know how it's going to work out, how I'll find it. I'm sure there'll be things that I absolutely hate about this trip. Probably the worst things in the world. But then again, at the same time, there's going to be opposite. There's going to be the most fantastic, amazing things to see, and that's what I'm going for, the contrast. The place that I'm going is, you know, has a description of being like an assault on all senses. The smells, the tastes, the sights, the sounds. When I've told people where I'm going, again, you know, the response has been equally divided. Some people are saying, wow, how wonderful, and there's others who say, what do you want to go there for? So the place that I'm going is India. So I don't know what you think about that, but for me, I'm really excited about it. The Indian Tourism Board has the catchphrase, incredible India, and I'm sure that's what it's going to be like. Maybe mental India, but that's going to be part and fun, accepting what we come across, accepting, you know, we may get ill, we probably will get ill, but also accepting all the wonderful things about that country. And people ask me, why do you want to go to India? Well, I guess I've had a fascination with the Asia, the Far East, for quite a few decades really. I used to do training when I was in my late sort of 20s, and we'd begin each lesson with meditation and end the lesson with meditation, and so I kind of got an interest, started to get a bit of a interest in spiritual things at that point. And over the years, yeah, I've always, you know, been fascinated by the cultures, the religions, the spirituality of the countries like India, China, Japan. Now, I was looking to go somewhere for quite some time, a bit longer than I would normally go away. You know, when I go to Blackpool or go to London, which is usually a week at a time. And I thought, it's got to be somewhere cheap for me to be able to afford it. And so India came to the forefront of my sort of considerations. And when I was coming up to 60, I thought, well, this is the trip to make to celebrate that milestone. Now, the trip were booked and we were all set to go March 2020. Finished work on the Thursday, but by the time I'd got home, the visa had been cancelled and India was closing its doors to the outside world from midnight that day. We were due to fly on the Saturday, so 2 days later we were due to go, and it was cancelled on us. Well, I can't describe the disappointment. People did say, well, India will still be there when all this pandemic's over. And we thought, yeah, can get that. Not knowing how serious it was going to become to the world at that point. In hindsight, it's good that we didn't go, because India not only shut down to the world, they shut down their own country. So if I'd gone, we'd have been stuck in a hotel room for 2 weeks, which, you know, would have been a lot of money for nothing. So in the end, you know, we didn't go. We booked again for the November of 2020, thinking, you know, that COVID would be all over, done and dusted. And of course it wasn't. So it was all put on the back burner really, as our country went into lockdown after lockdown. And it was only last year, in 2022, that India opened its borders again to tourism. And we knew we could maybe start looking forward to a trip. And really for you know, not making the trip in 2020, we thought, right, well, this time instead of 2 weeks we're going to go for 3 weeks. So that's what we're doing on this trip. Going to go for 3 weeks, travelling around northern parts of India. So I hope you can come along and enjoy us on them journeys and adventure that we're going to undertake. So it may be a little while before I'm back filming around Wyke and the UK, but there'll be plenty of content, no doubt, coming to you from India. So hopefully you'll find that entertaining and just as enjoyable as we're going to find it. So for the ups and downs, the highs and lows of India, please join me. So the next video that you see on the channel should actually be from India. So until the next one, Dodger and out.